Namaskar. This is Happy Man Dhrubajyoti Shaha once again in front of you. And today I'm back with my most favorite super series, Universal Knowledge. And today my subject is Brahmachari versus Celibate. What is the difference? Which is more important? I will start right from the bottom level. Sex. Yes, I am talking about sex. Let me ask you a question. Throughout the world, people have been experiencing sex. But tell me honestly, that have sexual experiences made people better human beings? Has it led to pleasantness or more of chaos or unpleasantness? What do you think? Think about it. You don't have to answer me, but just think about it. Now we go into our main subject. First are the single people. There are a lot of single people around the world. And there are some single people who do not get married, but they live life to the full. They live a life of indulgence. They have sex with one partner or several partners. They visit many places. They earn lots of money. They eat different kinds of food. And they feel very good about it. They live a life of pleasure. So officially, legally, they don't get married, but they enjoy a lot of sexual experiences. They try to live. They believe in the theory of the Epicureans that eat, drink and be merry because tomorrow we may die. Now we come to the middle category, the celibates. A celibate is a person who is unmarried, but he also practices sexual abstinence, all forms of sexual abstinence, which involves no pornography, no masturbation, no sex. So he may remain unmarried for religious reasons or not for religious reasons. But now we come to the top category, the brahmacharis, a real brahmachari. A real brahmachari is a person who is a seeker of Brahman, because brahmachari, if we divide the word, Brahman means the divine and chari means a follower, achari, or a person who follows the path of divine is called brahmachari. There is another beautiful definition of a brahmachari. A brahmachari is a person who has purity in thought, in word, and in deed. It basically means to live a pure and virtuous life. Okay, so a brahmachari lives, a true brahmachari lives a pure and a virtuous life. So his conduct is divine conduct. A brahmachari is a person who personifies divine conduct. In Hinduism, there are four ashrams. First is the brahmacharya. Second is grahastha, the life of a householder. Third is vanaprastha, a life of retirement. And fourth is sannyas, a life of renunciation. So the first ashram is called the brahmacharya ashram, where a man remains single till the age of 20 or 25 and lives the life of a student. He goes to a guru and learns things. And then if he wants, he gets married, have children, have a family. But some of them remain akhanda brahmachari, lifelong brahmachari. We have some great examples of brahmacharis. We have Bhishma Pitamaha from Mahabharata. We have Hanuman from Ramayana. We have Jesus Christ from the Bible. We have some Gyaneshwar, Swami Vivekanand, and also Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. All these individuals were brahmacharis. Brahmacharis, they pursue singleness to do what? So that they can acquire sacred knowledge. And mainly, they want to attain spiritual liberation. So, spirituality and the life of brahmacharya are interconnected. A person who is not spiritual is not a brahmachari. He might be a celibate. So, the life of brahmacharya and spirituality have interconnection. So, what does it involve? What does the life of a brahmachari involve? It involves living a clean life, living a life of non-violence. It also involves simple living. A brahmachari is not materialistic. He believes in simple living, high thinking. He does sacred studies, acquires spiritual knowledge, does meditation to maintain the purity of mind, and lives a life of self-discipline and self-restraint. He has a check. He checks himself from whatever he reads, whatever he watches, whether it is entertainment or reading books. So he always maintains self-discipline to have purity of mind. So why do many people choose to be a brahmachari? Even there are a lot of ladies who go for the life of a brahmacharya, because these individuals want to live a life of excellence and they want to become the best versions of themselves. So a person who wants to live a life of excellence and wants to be the best version of himself or herself, they go ahead and they become a brahmachari or brahmacharini. Now, a very important factor. Brahmacharis have control over 4 negative traits. Do you know what is that? It is lust, second anger, third desire, and fourth greed. Because these 4 negative traits has brought a lot of chaos, disturbance in this planet. So a brahmachari disciplines himself or herself to have control over lust, anger, desire, and greed. When we talk about lust, people who are lustful, they are basically beggars. Because what does lust teach you? Lust teach you to beg. I want sex, give me sex. I want food. I want this food, that food. I want lots of money. So whatever a person says he wants, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. So that is lust. He becomes a beggar or she becomes a beggar. But on the other hand, a brahmachari is a giver. He believes in a life of giving. So in a nutshell, brahmachari, when we talk about being a brahmachari, it involves 3 words. First is purity, second is a path of divine, and third is spiritual liberation. So the focus of a brahmachari is to have a pure mind. And to have a pure mind, he lives the life or the path of divine. He is close to God, close to this universe. To do what? So that he can gain liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Okay? So, a brahmachari is a spiritual person. Please remember, a person who is not spiritual, he cannot be a brahmachari. So, the life of brahmacharya is connected to spirituality. So, a celibate may remain single because of religious reasons, but a brahmachari remains single for spiritual reasons. So, if you are unmarried and if you want to live the best version of yourself, think about it. And I can assure you, if you are seriously contemplating to become a brahmachari, you will not have no regret. You will not have any regret. But there has to be an inner call. Nobody can force you to be brahmachari. Because if you are forcing yourself to be a brahmachari, you won't enjoy it. You will hate it. So there has to be inner call. Ask yourself, what do you want out of life? Do you want to be happy? Do you want to be the best version of yourself? Then a life of a brahmachari is for you. So thank you for watching this video.